I'm standing on the deck of my luxurious yacht, the ocean breeze whipping through my hair, when suddenly, my daughter-in-law's hands slam into my back. I tumble over the railing, plunging into the freezing water below. As I gasp for air, I see her smirking face fading away. She thought she'd killed me to steal my $3 billion empire. But oh, she was wrong. When they returned home, I was waiting, with a surprise that would shatter their world. Let me take you back to how it all started. My name is Eleanor Voss, and I built my fortune from nothing. I grew up in a small town, working odd jobs to support my family after my parents passed away young. I was smart, though, always had a knack for business. In my 20s, I started a tech company in my garage, coding late into the night. It exploded. By 30, I was a millionaire. By 40, a billionaire. Now, at 65, my net worth hits $3 billion, all from innovative software that revolutionized data security worldwide. I married young, to my high school sweetheart, Richard. We had one son, James. Richard died 10 years ago from cancer, leaving me heartbroken but determined to keep our legacy alive. James was my everything. He inherited my business smarts but not my drive. He met Sophia in college. She was beautiful, charming, from a modest background like mine. At first, I adored her. She seemed genuine, helping with family events and even volunteering at my charity foundation. But cracks appeared slowly. Sophia started pushing James to ask for more control in the company. She'd say things like, "Eleanor, you're getting older, let us handle the stress." I brushed it off as concern. Then, little things vanished, jewelry, documents. I caught her snooping in my office once, but she played it off as organizing. James defended her always, blinded by love. We planned a family yacht trip to celebrate my retirement announcement. I was going to hand over partial shares to James, worth billions. The yacht was my pride, a 100-foot beauty with every luxury. We set sail from Miami, heading to the Bahamas. The first day was perfect, champagne toasts, laughter under the stars. Sophia even hugged me, saying, "Mom, you're the best." I felt at peace. But that night, as James slept below deck, Sophia asked me to join her for a midnight chat on the deck. She poured wine, her eyes gleaming strangely. "Eleanor," she said, "what if something happened to you? James would inherit everything." Her tone chilled me. Before I could respond, she lunged, shoving me hard. I hit the water, the shock numbing my body. The yacht sped away, lights dimming in the distance. Alone in the vast ocean, I thought it was the end. But survival instincts kicked in. I swam toward a faint light, a buoy, maybe? Hours passed, my limbs aching, but I refused to die. Finally, dawn broke, and a fishing boat spotted me. They pulled me aboard, wrapped me in blankets. I was hypothermic, exhausted, but alive. In the hospital, doctors said it was a miracle. The police came, but I told them nothing yet. I needed time to plan. Sophia and James thought I was dead, perfect. I checked the news from my bed, billionaire Eleanor Voss lost at sea, presumed dead. They were already mourning publicly, Sophia dabbing fake tears at a press conference. That's when rage fueled me. I contacted my trusted lawyer, Harold, in secret. He confirmed Sophia had forged documents to claim my estate faster. Turns out, she'd been plotting for years, even having an affair with my company's CFO to manipulate stocks. James? He might be innocent or complicit, I had to find out. I went underground, using cash and aliases. For weeks, I gathered evidence, hacked emails, witness statements from staff who'd seen Sophia's shady deals. I built a dossier that could bury her. And the $3 billion? Safely in trusts she couldn't touch without my biometric approval, something she didn't know. With my evidence locked and loaded, I delved deeper into Sophia's past. Turns out, she wasn't who she claimed. Using private investigators, paid in cash to stay off the grid, I uncovered her real identity. Sophia wasn't from a modest family, she was a con artist named Sarah Klein, with a rap sheet for fraud in 3 states. She'd changed her name, undergone plastic surgery, and targeted rich families before. James was her biggest mark yet. I remembered our first meeting. She seemed so sweet, baking pies and sharing stories of her struggling upbringing. Lies, all of it. One PI report showed she'd scammed an elderly couple out of their savings, leaving them bankrupt. Another linked her to identity theft rings. How had I missed the signs? Her extravagant spending, the way she'd isolate James from me, classic manipulation tactics. Meanwhile, back at the mansion, they wasted no time. Through my hidden feeds, I watched them redecorate my home office into a game room, tossing my awards like trash. Sophia hired lawyers to contest my will, claiming I was mentally unfit before the accident. She even spread rumors in the media that I'd been suicidal, depressed after Richard's death. The audacity! James troubled me most. Was he in on it? Videos showed him hesitant, arguing with Sophia, "What if Mom's body washes up? This feels wrong." But she'd seduce him back, whispering promises of power. "We're free now, baby. Think of the billions." He caved every time. My son, weak-willed, but maybe redeemable. I ramped up my plan. From a safe house in the city, I coordinated with Harold to freeze assets quietly. Bank accounts linked to Sophia started bouncing, her shopping sprees halted. She panicked, yelling at accountants. I smiled from afar. To build the story further, I needed allies. I reached out to old friends in the tech world, ones Sophia didn't know. They helped trace digital footprints, emails where she bragged about getting rid of the old bag to her lover, the CFO. We had timestamps matching the yacht trip. Ironclad proof. Physically, I recovered fast. Yoga and swimming in a private pool rebuilt my strength. Mentally, I scripted every word of my confrontation. No rash moves, I'd strike surgically. As weeks turned to months, the media frenzy died down. My funeral was a spectacle, celebrities, politicians, all mourning. Sophia played the grieving daughter-in-law perfectly, wearing my pearls. James read a eulogy, tears real or fake? I watched the live stream, noting every detail. Then, the advanced twist, I discovered Sophia's ultimate goal. Not just the money, she planned to sell my company to rivals, dismantling my life's work for quick cash. Emails showed deals in motion, billions funneled offshore. If she succeeded, thousands of employees would lose jobs, innovations scrapped. I couldn't let that happen. Time to escalate. I anonymously tipped regulators about insider trading. Raids hit the company, but only on divisions Sophia controlled. She scrambled, blaming hacks. James grew suspicious. This feels targeted, sophomore. In my hideout, I prepared disguises, a wig, contacts, to infiltrate if needed. But the real weapon? A cloned phone from Sophia's, mirroring her messages. I saw her desperation, need to speed up the sale before more glitches. The ocean incident replayed in my nightmares, fueling my fire. I wasn't just surviving, I was evolving into a force of vengeance. Basic betrayal turned advanced conspiracy. She shoved me off to drown, but I rose like a phoenix. Finally, the homecoming neared. They threw a celebration party at the mansion, inviting influencers, toasting their new life. Invites leaked online, perfect. I'd crash it, but not alone. FBI contacts, alerted by my evidence, waited in wings. As the day approached, I tested my plan. A dry run, sneaking into the estate grounds at night, avoiding security I myself installed. Easy. Heart pounding, I stood in my garden, whispering, "This is my home. My empire." Sophia's greed had blinded her. She thought $3 billion was hers. But money was nothing without control, and I held all the strings. Now, let's dive into the survival saga that turned me from victim to victor. After the fisherman rescued me, I didn't rush to authorities. No, I played dead smartly. From the hospital, I transferred funds to secret accounts Richard and I set up years ago, offshore, untraceable. Millions at my disposal for the war ahead. Physically battered, I checked into a private clinic under a fake name. Doctors fixed bruises, monitored for infections from the salt water. Mentally, I journaled every detail, the shove, her smirk, the cold waves. It became my manifesto. Investigators dug deeper. Sophia's affair with the CFO, Mark? Not just romance, he was her accomplice, cooking books to siphon funds. We found wire transfers to her hidden accounts. Advanced forensics on my yacht's GPS showed a deviated course post-incident, likely to dispose evidence. James's role clarified. Intercepted calls revealed Sophia gaslighting him. Your mom was unstable, it was an accident. He doubted but stayed silent for the money. My heart ached, he needed a wake-up call. I built a command center in my safe house, multiple screens monitoring the mansion, company cams. I hacked their emails, ethically gray, but necessary. Saw Sophia planning to flee to Dubai once the sale closed. Not on my watch. To advance the plot, I planted seeds of doubt. Anonymous packages to James, photos of Sophia with Mark, forged notes hinting at her past. He confronted her, fights ensued. Is this true? He'd yell. She'd deny, but cracks widened. Meanwhile, I trained. Self-defense classes, learning Krav Maga to never be vulnerable again. I visualized the confrontation, calm, collected, dropping bombshells. The 3 billion? Protected by layers, trusts requiring my live signature, biometrics. Sophia forged papers, but banks flagged them. I quietly authenticated from afar, locking her out. Media played a part. I leaked stories of mysterious sightings of me, stirring rumors. Sophia freaked, ghosts don't exist. But paranoia set in. She hired bodyguards, suspecting rivals. Allies multiplied. A former employee, fired by Sophia, joined me. She provided insider intel, board meetings where Sophia pushed shady deals. We recorded them illegally? Perhaps, but for justice. As revenge brewed, I reflected on life. Built from scratch, my empire symbolized perseverance. Sophia represented greed's rot. I'd expose her systematically. The climax built. Party night, mansion lit up, guests arriving. I disguised as a caterer, wig, uniform. Slipped in, heart racing. Overheard Sophia boasting, Eleanor's fortune is mine now. I waited in shadows, evidence USB in pocket. FBI outside, ready. James spotted me first, froze. Mom? Whispered shock. I stepped forward, removing disguise. Gasps echoed. Hello, dear. Miss me? Chaos erupted. Sophia screamed, You're dead. I smiled. Not quite. In that moment, the room froze. Guests stared, phones out recording. Sophia lunged at me, but bodyguards, mine, infiltrated, held her back. You bitch! How? She snarled. I stood tall, voice steady. Sophia, or should I say Sarah Klein? Your past caught up. I signaled, projectors lit up, displaying evidence, fraud records, affair photos, emails plotting my murder. James collapsed, sobbing. Mom, I didn't know, she said it was an accident. I hugged him. I believe you, son. But you let greed blind you. FBI stormed in, cuffs ready. Sarah Klein, you're under arrest for attempted murder, fraud, embezzlement. She thrashed, screaming denials. Mark, in the crowd, tried fleeing, caught at the door. The fallout was swift. Media exploded, billionaire rises from dead, exposes plot. Stocks soared with my return. I reclaimed the company, firing accomplices, promoting loyalists. Sophia got life in prison, no parole. Her appeals failed, evidence overwhelming. Mark turned state's witness for a lighter sentence, spilling more dirt. James? We rebuilt. Therapy helped him see manipulation. He stepped back from business, focusing on family. I mentored him anew, teaching ethics over ambition. The $3 billion? Intact, funneled into charities, innovations. I started a foundation against elder abuse, inspired by my ordeal. Looking back, that shove was a wake-up. I traveled more, lived fully. No more yachts alone, though, lessons learned. If you're facing betrayal, remember, resilience wins. Don't drown in despair, swim to shore. Share your stories below. What's your revenge tale? Thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe for more real-life dramas. Until next time, stay strong.